What's going on?
How are you, man?
Always great to see you.
Wow. What a blessing. Blessed.
I tell you, I was reflecting the other day as to how this church journey has begun, right? And how it began.
Where's my seatbelt?
Exactly. I remember coming to this idea of creating something like Revault, right? And out of the need, right? Because at the end of the day, all my cars are sitting around the corner in some glorified car storage.
Next to a junkyard.
Yeah, costing a fortune. And then I said, it's got to be a better way to do this, right? For collectors and car enthusiasts and people in Miami in general that love cars and love community. And
Yeah.
I was pursuing a piece of property very near where we're located here in Little River, right? And in that journey of pursuing that very, very special property, I heard about Imperial Moto. Out of actually a guy that sold me a car. He used to come here all the time. He met you, and he mentioned to me, you should go and check out Imperial Moto. It's great. So I remember coming here by myself to have a cup of coffee, I think Saturday morning, and sitting down in this couch, I believe, and pull up in a very cool pastel yellow 1997 4S 993, and you came to me, and we started making conversation regarding the car. And that conversation lasted 3 hours.
Yeah, I believe we moved it to have lunch.
We moved to another
Soho.
place for lunch to Soho. And it was like instant connection.
That was the craziest thing, because that piece of land that we were trying to get under contract,
Yeah,
we had been working on the small piece.
right. Across.
The small piece that made the square.
Ah,
And we had it under contract, it was riddled with all sorts of things, like a lot of these parcels are, and we were trying to get the bigger piece of the puzzle. And we put an offer in. And I remember the broker said, just to let you know, there's somebody else that's put an offer in. And I said, who the hell could this be?
yeah. How is that possible?
And boom.
Who else would have won that?
I know. And then we're talking. I remember that day I was with Carmen Jorda showing her around the neighborhood. And I love that car. It was Elvis's car, right?
That's right.
And
We're going to tag him.
Yeah.
Elvis.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you.
Shout out to Elvis.
Yeah.
But yeah, what a wild thing,
Yeah. And the reason why we put that property under contract was because it controlled the entire block. And we knew that it was a key for the entire block. But at the same time, it was risky, right? Because otherwise we would end up owning just a little corner without controlling the entire block. But then, we got fortunate enough that we were able to control the entire block, and we bought it together, right? So here we are. We control an entire city block in Little River, and that's going to be our first location, Revault signature location in the heart of the city.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
How funny that I'm here, you're here. We start chatting, and one thing leads to another, and we find out that we're both pursuing this land.
Yeah.
We wanted to build a roastery with some paddle, component to it.
Crazy.
And you shared your vision, and then I was like, man, we got to do this together.
Yeah. And you know what? It's interesting. And life works a little bit like that, right? I was in the right place at the right time. You happen to be here as well at the right time. I only was going to be here for 30 minutes just to have a coffee and sort of take in what you have created in this community. And it became an incredible partnership, right? Now Revolt is going to be probably the most exclusive car community in the country, right? Incredible padel, or padel, I should say, club in the second floor, which is going to be probably the coolest indoor padel club, if not the largest
for sure
in the region. and plus Imperial Model and bringing community to it, right? And these beautiful car studios for only 16 lucky collectors. It's really unbelievable.
This is where you put a photo of the rendering of the building, because it's sort of the most beautiful buildings that you have worked with Urban Robot to come up with this gorgeous facility that is really going to be a cornerstone of this area.
Yeah. And you know what is interesting is if you think about it, we're creating it for ourselves, right? For you as a car collector and as a motorcycle collector, for me as a car collector, for us as community searchers.
Yeah.
Right. And for the entire city. And hopefully, we can do the same for other cities that we have in the pipeline, because the more that we think about it, the more that we talk about it with so many people, everybody would love to have a place to not only preserve your collection, but showcase your collection. And
a place to hang your hat.
Yeah.
Right. A place that's your own.
Yeah.
Surrounded by like-minded individuals.
Absolutely.
Camaraderie and community is like what's driven Imperial here for 10 years. I'm a community servant. That's what I am.
Yeah, listen, you came to Little River 10 years ago where there was nothing here.
We would have days. My brother was the GM at the time, and he would call and say, "Listen, we sold 4 coffees today."
That's
we were like, "All right."
Insane.
And then we sold 5 coffees, and now it's a thing. It's like weekends here are busy. We're blessed.
But you also have a very thriving coffee roasting wholesale business,
we do.
Right?
Yeah.
Because your coffee is so good.
Yeah, we're in 150 restaurants. I just visited the British Airways lounge yesterday.
Amazing.
We're in there. It's pretty cool.
Amazing. I love it. And what I like the most, one of the things that I like the most is that, it's one of those brands that it feels like it's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Right? And super recognizable. And it's so complementary to what Revault is. Right? And we are very grateful for the partnership and grateful to have you as a friend and a partner on this incredible journey.
We're going to have some fun. We get to take our
and
cars.
there's so much more to come.
Yeah,
this is just a little preview.
We're getting ready to ship our cars.
Oh yeah. So
we got another
shall we talk about the rally that we're doing?
Yeah.
All right. So we're crazy enough to ship our incredible cars to this incredible rally with incredible friends, curated, that have invited us to be part of this beautiful journey through Palm Springs in California all the way to Vegas. That's going to be insane.
How many miles are we putting on our cars?
It's about 600 miles.
Okay.
Over 3 days, it's not that bad.
No.
Yeah, it's not that bad. And we got great scenery, great people.
It's going to be wonderful.
It's going to be fun.
Today I put espresso machines in the front of the Turbo S.
No.
So when we stop,
And
we can have a little espresso, fuel.
I didn't know that. That's incredible.
It's
You're
crazy.
crazy.
It's crazy.
I love that. Well, we're going to need it.
Yeah, we're
Little
going to
cafe.
those 600 miles.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just can't wait. Can't wait. So I think
so. If all goes to plan, what do you think we're breaking ground?
So we actually in the process of getting ready to launch formally in November, December, and we expect to break ground Q2 in 2026. So Q2 in about 6 months or so.
And the sales center is going here in Little River.
Well, yeah, we're building this incredible Revolt lounge. Is the way that we're going to be selling the car studios is by invitation only, because we want to build community, right? People that really, really complement each other. So we're going to have a beautiful space where they will be invited to come in and get to know us, as well as we get to know them and get to know about what we're creating and so forth. So we can't wait. That opens in December.
That's going to be so cool.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. And by the way, the design is looking fantastic. This is going to be the coolest 2-story building.
And we have great people in the sort of the motorsports world.
Yeah.
You know, artists like Rio Cam. And
Rio Cam is an incredible artist.
Face, who's a good friend, is going to do an original piece for the building. I mean,
yeah,
it's going to be really something.
And if you think about it, each car studio is a sanctuary for a collector or an enthusiast, right? You can put anywhere between 6 to 10 cars, depending on how you want to accommodate them. It comes with 100% of everything you need, full bathrooms, incredible wet bars, incredible finishes, great AC, great security, which is so important for us collectors, and incredible amenities and event spaces. Can't wait.
And we have some great staff lined up.
Oh, yeah. And concierge and services. You know, the beautiful thing is it was created for us. The best cafe. The best. and it was created for us, right? So I think it's wonderful what's coming.
Yeah, I am so excited.
Yeah, can't wait.
Excited.
And again, this is a preview.
You know,
so we're getting into this incredible time of the year in Miami, right? Season is starting.
Oh.
November 1st is craziness all the way to May.
The rain has stopped.
Yes. And humidity comes down. Thank God.
Yeah.
And then events. Woo.
A lot of them.
A lot of events. A lot of events. Arvaso. Do we want to tease?
We're going to have some special things lined up. Yeah.
Arvaso is going to be great.
Arvaso is going to be great.
We're going to do a collab. Shall we say? Rio Cam is going to have an incredible, you say.
Well, he's going to have an incredible pop-up gallery here
at the lounge.
At our lounge, and we're going to activate it with our food truck, and we're going to have events there. He's going to have some new pieces to debut. It's going to be very special.
How about cars and coffee?
Cars and coffee.
Cars and coffee.
Yeah. Cars and coffee and beautiful photography.
Yeah, beautiful photography. Very sexy.
Very
sexy.
Almost too sexy, right? I mean,
there is no such a thing.
What are the ads?
There's no such a thing as too sexy. All right.
But, you know, it's, you know, when you talk about Revault, though, being built, you know, to fill a need, right? Your need. It's similar because when I started Imperial, it was a passion project. I needed a cool coffee shop to go hang out in, put my motorcycles in. There was not really a business model behind this. It was, I needed this. You know, I had just sold my company and we built this to create community. You know, it didn't exist in Miami, a place where you could pull up, park anywhere, not worry about paying for parking and bullshit. And and it's one of those things, you know, when you build something to fill a need or a desire that you personally have, it tends to work out.
Yeah, and you see, if you build stuff, just think about every single dollar that you can get out of it. Yeah. In my opinion, it's very short-sighted. Yeah. And that is the vision behind Revolt, just like Imperial, right?
Yes.
Let's build something for ourselves and our friends and our communities.
Not a sprint.
Right, absolutely. So yeah, we can't wait to show what the vision looks like. And the good thing about these projects is they don't take too long to build. So
it's got to find
wonderful.
Right?
Yeah. So
do you want to tease on some of the future projects?
Yeah. So it's funny because as people have started to hear about our collaboration and Revolt, they have basically come to us and asked us, we need a Revolt in whatever it is, Nashville, Tennessee, which we have one coming, decent, but it's coming. Palm Beach, which we have one coming that is going to launch shortly after Miami, and Del Rey as well. Del Rey is an incredible market and in need of community.
Yeah. I was talking to some friends in Highlands, North Carolina today.
Oh, it's incredible. We love to have a Revault there, and we're going to start scouting in Atlanta as well.
Yeah.
Texas. So much
many in Texas,
to come.
probably multiple Texas
Many.
locations.
Car culture in Texas is incredible. Can't wait. I don't know if I told you this, but when about a few years ago, maybe 2.5 years ago, I was searching for a hobby, and I was searching for a pastime, and it occurred to me that maybe, I'll buy a couple cars, right? And sort of play with that concept and buy and trade and so forth. And actually the people in my office and in my personal circle saying, what are you doing? What are you doing buying these cars and so forth? And I fell in love with how beautiful they are. I fell in love with the history behind. I fell in love with the passion behind the creation of that particular model on that particular car. And now it has become, it's almost like an addiction, right?
Oh, it's definitely it.
And it's so cool, to the point that I think Revolt is going to allow people like me to share so many stories, so many experiences that and by the way, it doesn't end. There's always something to learn. There's always something to learn about. There's always something to share with somebody else. So, yeah.
I mean, I'm with you. I dive right into the legacy and the history behind, like Porsche, for instance, how they have stayed so true to their roots.
That's right.
Just tweaking a little bit year over year. And it's just, what a community and following.
Yes.
If I can think of a brand, a car brand, I think Porsche is definitely about community.
Yeah. They've done an incredible job sort of creating that Porsche club.
Yeah.
How, when you read the stats of the magazine and the club in general, it's unbelievable. The readership is incredible, how engaged they are. Yeah. The same with Ferrari. It's really wonderful.
For me, actually, I've never had a garage. I've owned a lot of different homes in Florida, and I've never had a garage. Mm.
Okay, so now I see why you like Revolt.
Yeah, I can't wait. To keep my car clean.
I get it. No pressure.
Yeah,
Well, hurry up.
Yeah, hurry up already.